Hi, welcome. I am so happy to be back here. If you're a new viewer, this is a channel mainly about crocheting, but also like yarn and creativity in general. And yeah, I hope you like it. And if you're a returning viewer, I'm so glad you're here again. Hopefully I can show you something today that will be inspiring. I do have some new stuff to show you, and that's why I wanted to do the podcast, and also to get more into like a rhythm of doing this. And yeah, hopefully at some point become a bit more relaxed about the whole thing. But yeah, it was so nice to do the last episode, and I'm so glad for all your like really kind comments. It means the world to me, so thank you so much. Yeah. The summer has come to Denmark and it's really warm. It's nice, of course it's nice, but I'm not that great like when it's too warm. Like I love the summer nights, but yeah, what do I love? I love the strawberries and the summer nights, and of course also when the kids are just like really happy playing in the water and eating ice creams. But other than that, the heat is just not for me. I get so cranky and annoyed, and I just want to sleep in a room with air condition. Well, enough about that. Yeah, today I want to answer some questions that I got on Instagram, and then I want to show you new designs and old designs and a new design I'm working on. So I think I have some stuff to show you, and I'm really excited. And I also want to talk, like some of the questions is about like the design process and I have been thinking quite a lot about this. Yeah, so let's get started. Let's see. Yeah, first of all, I just want to show you. I showed, the last time this hat, kolonihat hat, meaning allotment garden hat, and now I have it here. And I can't believe how many bought the pattern. It means the world to me. It has been translated into English, and it's just amazing to see all the color combinations that you guys are making out there. And yeah, it's so I just wanted to say thanks for that. It's so great to see. So you really, if you're considering doing this hat, you should like try to go on Instagram and follow the hashtag for it, because there's a lot of cute versions and some really amazing color combinations of this really nice little hat here. Yeah. And sorry, just got a call about an appointment to move a haircut appointment. So I just had to get that. I'm really excited because I actually haven't gotten my hair cut. Like the last time was when I was pregnant with Selma, so it's like, I guess 2 years ago almost. So and I am just like, it's so yeah, a little cliffhanger for the next episode, because I think I'm gonna do something bold, because I'm so tired of my hair right now. So let's see. Well, what was I was gonna talk about the Good Vibrations hat I showed you the last time. Here it is, and it's still a bit wrinkly. It's been here, yeah. And there was this version, because the pattern is out now, but it's still only in Danish. But I have an amazing translator who is working on getting it translated. So hopefully it will be here soon, but she also has kids and a real job. So I just have to be patient, but there's no one I'd rather work with than her. And here's the green version. I didn't show you that the last time, I think. It's really amazing structure. I love this so much, and there's so many options for playing with colors here, like making it sort of fading here. They are all made in organic cotton from Crochet Hooks, and you may have noticed, or at least some of my followers on Instagram, that I've been using that yarn quite a lot lately. And there's different reasons why. First of all, it's like a really nice yarn. The way it's spun, it's cable spun, and it just makes it so nice to work with that it doesn't, split into threads a lot. And they have like a crazy color. What do you call it? Color card? No, it's called, well, a collection of colors. And they're really nice, which is really important to me too, to work with nice people. And they're also a yarn company that actually that are doing a lot of crochet designs too. So you might want to check them out if you're into crochet. And that just makes it a really nice match. I think it's really easy, and I love it so much. And I have also gotten some of their new wool, merino wool, and it seems, again, the colors are amazing, and I just can't wait to work with it. I have tried to work with it a little bit, and I'm going to show you that in a while soon. So yeah, it's just like a really good match. So I'm just enjoying to work together with them a lot. So you will probably see more designs in their yarn. Yeah, so it's always nice when you get like some new, it feels like co-workers somehow, if you're, I don't know, co-workers, but partners, or yeah, just like a network of people you can talk ideas with, and so yeah. So I just wanted to let you know that it's ready now, and it will be there in English very soon. So stay tuned for that. Yeah. And now I think I'm actually going to show you a quite old design. I think it's 2 years old, maybe 3. Oh, I don't know. But I think it deserves to be shown because I haven't given it a lot of attention, and I really love it. And it's summer now, so it's really the time to show you. I've just recently took some new pictures and put it on Instagram, so you might have seen it there. And it's this top that I call the sun-kissed top. A nice follower on Instagram actually helped me came up with that name back then, and I just loved it. So here it is. It's just a really simple top. It's worked in moss stitch, so like this really nice simple pattern. And the front and the back are the same. And the thing that I've been working on, I think it might be easier to show you on one of these colors here. I've been working on trying to make like an I-cord edge, but in crochet. So can you see it there? Let's see. It does, I think it gives the design like a really nice finish to it. And it just looks really elegant. And it goes all the way around here in the neck and then in the back and in the arms. And this is how it looks. Yeah. it takes quite a long time to make, but it's fairly easy, and it's actually also a really great way, like this, once you have done it, you can actually adjust the length on these quite a lot just by making the stitches on a bigger needle or a smaller needle. So that makes like a really big difference. So it's nice to have that option of adjusting it to so that it fits perfect for you once you're done. And I have it in a lot of colors here, and sorry it's all wrinkled up now. I actually use these, so so that's why. And it's summer now, so I just didn't feel like wearing it in the podcast because I don't know, it's just a bit too much skin for me to show right now. I think I'm not that confident. But did I show you the purple one here? Yeah. So yeah. So what was the purple and this one? They are made in different yarns actually. These three here are made in a mixture of cotton and wool, and I really love that mixture. It's called Merci from HÆKLENÅLE, a Danish yarn company that I absolutely also love and have worked together with for many years. They are always so nice, and I love Nana, who has the company, and the people working there, and yeah, just a really good company too, with like a lot of different types of yarn, and also really strong in the spectrum of colors. They have some amazing colors. They actually recently just like got a new logo, and it's so pretty. I don't even have it here. Well, I'll show you another time then. But yeah, this is in like a mixture of cotton and wool, and I really enjoy that combination, especially for summer actually. So yeah, go check it out. And also the other ones, I have two more here. I have the like copper color here and a black version, and that's in all cotton, and it's this like really shiny cotton from another Danish yarn brand, Kamerose. Again, a really nice company with really great yarns and really great colors. And this is made in her Pima cotton. It's like really nice, shiny, soft, really soft kind of cotton that I absolutely would recommend if you're doing like tops. And so this is the black one. And on the black one, and I'm not sure I can show you, it's never a good idea to design something in like these really dark colors, because afterwards I can't really show them. But I've learned that now, but I'll see if I can show you anyway. On this one, the other one's just really like going down with no sort of, just really simple here at the bottom. But on this one, I actually made like this little edge. See if I can. Yeah, maybe you can kind of see it when the light is coming in between. See if I can lift it up like this. There's like a little hole, like a little row of holes, like a little sort of lace, and then this edge here. Just for like, it just looks maybe a bit more nice or finished, or I don't know, but it's an option in the pattern. And there's a video tutorial for how I do the I-cord edges here. So yeah, go check it out if you want to make yourself a new summer top. And now I want to show you, there's two new designs that I'm working on. I think about maybe I should show you those now. Yeah, I will do that. I don't know if you can hear it, but right now there's a lot of big trucks on the roads honking away, and it's because all of the graduates, do you call it graduates? Students, like when they're done, and they are just like driving around and partying, and so it's so nice. It's, yeah, I'm so happy for them, and I'm so glad I'm not there. Yeah, well, the first thing I'll show you is because it kind of had, some designs are just like saying to you, like, please do this. It's like so obvious. So inspired by the hat, the kolonihave hat, I of course, like when you start here from the top, you get this really nice, it looks so nice. You should see the pictures on Instagram, like when people start to crochet, it looks so nice with that kind of flowery lying on the table. So of course, and also when you say allotment garden, in Danish kolonihave, it just like, it's something, it's like a bit granny, but in a really good way. Yeah. So to me, that also means like crochet potholders, of course, and also this potato warmer, we call it in Danish. I don't know if there's an English name for it, but it is what it says. It's like a warmer that you could put over like when you dig up the new potatoes and have boiled them, that you can put this like kind of, it's just like a big pot holder you put above it to keep them warm. I made one 10 years ago, and it's just a bit too small, but we've actually used it so much. Like every time we use it, like maybe not as much for potatoes, but especially for when there is, like when we have been baking and make like those hot new buns. We put them in a basket, and then we have this potato warmer or bread warmer. So we used it a lot. So I wanted to like make a new one. And of course in the same design as this. So I've started the potholders here. You can see them here. And what I really love about this is that you have two sides, so you can really play with colors here. So I'm doing the other one now, and I really would never do like a set of potholders in the same color. That is just way too boring, and also especially when working with yarns that has so many like different shades of the same color, it's like it's just calling for you to make it in like two different shades. So that like this is the second one, so I'm doing it, I don't know if you can see, but they're not the same color. It's a bit darker, this one. So I'm doing that on the other one, and then on the back side I'm gonna do a lighter blue one, so that when you hang them up they kind of still goes together. And also I believe that the two dark colors would also make like a really nice couple, and the two light colors will look nice together. So that's what I'm working on now. And yeah, I think it, of course, again, like always, I've spent a lot of times on the things that you don't see, because of course it seems like it's just like a round circle, like you just crochet around. How difficult can it be to make it into a pot holder? But I have something fun to show you, because I actually, this design, like the basic of it, I actually worked on like a year ago during my maternity leave, and I never showed it or published it because I just wasn't satisfied with it. But it is kind of the same, so I'll just show you here. And it's also in organic cotton. And as you can see, like, I guess most people would think that this is pretty fine or like nice. I haven't, yeah. But I just like, these rows are just twisting a bit, and I just can't stand that. I really don't like that. I don't like that. So what I have been working on the new one is to get the lines, like these little braided lines here, to go as straight as possible. And this hasn't been washed or steamed yet, so I know that I can, like, with just a bit of steaming or blocking, it will look perfect to me. But yeah, that was important to me. And also, like, when doing the increases, once you get more lines, you can see I've added then I've added an extra line here, and then in between here. There's also something about, like, placing the increases so that it still looks symmetrical. So out here you don't make the increases on every row, for example. So it's not just like increase by 6 on every round. Yeah, so I've been working on that and nerding the details, and also the edge here. This really, like, it's really nice and thick, the edge. I can't remember what it's called, this edge. I think I talked about it the last time too. It's the edge where you, like, work backwards with normal single crochets, but you work them backwards, and it makes, like, a really nice edge here. And let's see. Also, this little guy, I know it's a small thing, but, like, I've experimenting about, like, how you can add that in a nice way. And also because I want them to look just as nice on the one side as the other one. Let's see, yeah. So as it's probably will be hard to see here. Of course it will, because it's, like, in the detail, as I am saying the whole again and again. But they look really nice on both sides. So there's a lot of fun stuff. I find it fun in the end, like, when you do these things to make it just that bit extra. So this pattern I'm working on now, and the reason I'm not done with this is actually I'm gonna film it and include videos for all the techniques, so both how I do this and how I crochet the 2 layers together. So yeah, that's why it's lying here. And hopefully I will get time to make those videos very soon, so you can get the pattern. And as I said, it's both gonna be a pattern with the option of making potholders, of course, but also to make the bread warmer. And look at this. Oh my god. I've been so excited to show you this. Yeah, look at that. Let's see if I can get the colors right here. So it's, of course, bigger than the other ones. It's like compared to this. And I think this really shows how you can play with colors, and if you have, like, little pieces of yarn, how, like, scrap yarn, how you can use it in a really nice way that doesn't look like a scrap project. You know what I mean? It's not, it seems like this is the colors that I did want to choose. And you can make this really nice fade. And one way to work with scrap yarns that I really love is that you still, that you don't work it all in scrap yarn, but you have, like, the color A here as the main color, and you keep that one, and then it's just the color B that you change. So this will make a really good bread warmer, potato warmer, and I'm gonna do it 2 layers too, like the potholders. And this is just really simple. It's this lovely blue color, and this is really the colors of Scandinavian summer to me, like this lovely blue and the white together. It reminds me of a beach house, and It's so subtle and I just love it. So now I'm gonna crochet those two together. And yeah, then you can, when you set your table, you can kind of choose which mood you're in. So I can't wait to finish that. Yeah. So I guess that was it now for the potholders. I'll just put it away. Oh, and take a sip of water, because I actually do have a lot of, like, the questions I want to talk about, and I have some yarns to show you, and another design that, or maybe two designs I'm working on. I'm working on so many designs right now. My head is just spinning. Yeah. But yeah, let's get to it. I'm gonna show you now an old design that I'm working on, but like a really old design, but I'm trying to make it like a new pattern for it, and with videos and so. But it was a really popular blanket I made in my first book, like in 2013, I guess the book came out, I believe. And it's this striped blanket. So this is the original one, and it's from back then when the neon was just neon colors were like these fluorescent, what do you call it, like colors were just so popular. So it's this baby blanket made in wool and with these stripes. And I know so many people have made this blanket, and it is a really fun project to make, and it's quite fast to make because it's on a big hook, and it's made in Peruvian highland wool from Ville. And again, they have so many amazing colors. So this pattern, I really wanted to give some new life and make the pattern more modern or friendly again, or easier to understand. Because what I've done here, as you can see, in order to get these, like, it isn't just normal moss stitch, but I worked them in a way so that you can get these lines here, like diagonal lines. And a lot of people have been struggling on how to change the color to do so you don't have to cut the color on each row. And that I want to make a video that shows how I do it. Because it's really simple, and the technique is really simple, but back then I just hadn't seen anyone that did it like that. So I think that's also why it got a lot of attention back then. And it's so simple. It actually is just like you crochet 2 times, 2 rows from the same side. First you crochet 1 white, then you crochet 1 black, as here. Then you flip your work, and then you do 1 white, 1 black. You flip your work, do 1, yeah. But doing that, like, color change and the logic behind it, there's, of course, you can do it, like, there's different ways of doing this, but yeah, I want to show you how I do it. And also and I've started to do it in some new colors. So I'm going to show you that. Have I made the edge? Oh, I actually did. I just need to weave in the ends. That's kind of stupid. So I'm not that far from actually that I could have a pattern ready for you. But I guess now during summer here, it can wait until the fall, I guess. And also I need the time to do the videos. But this is the new one. So I still have a light color. It's the marzipan color as the bottom, and I also kept the black. I really do like that contrast that it gives. And then in the top there's a bit more subtle colors than the other one. Like different shades of blue, a bit of lilac, and actually a whole new color. This one up here, the brown color. I can't remember the code, but it's a whole new color they made, and it's so lovely. And it just makes the other colors, especially the blue ones, I think they work so well together. So let's see. Yeah. So hopefully soon I will have this pattern ready for you. And it is like a baby blanket. But of course you could easily like do it. I've seen a lot of people actually making it into a big blanket for yourself. And you can do that. And I've also started to actually do that, but in some thinner yarn. I really wanted a big blanket in this this design, but in the thinner, like woolly yarn. So it takes quite a lot of time. I think I made like 25% now. So of course I will share that with you in one of the following episodes as well, because it is fun. It's a fun project to work on, and it's just, you really don't have to think once you get the idea. You can just crochet away. So when you're tired or something like that, it's just nice to have by the side of the sofa. Yeah. So, and the last new design that hopefully will be here very soon. I need some videos, and then I need the testers. So I guess it could maybe be ready in 2 weeks or so. But let me show you this. I've already showed it on Instagram. I just couldn't wait because it's so nice. And maybe I should show you the first one that are in the exact same colors as this one I showed you before. And it's a little new bib, because people have loved the Bibbidi Bobbidi Bib a lot. It's been so popular and it's so fun to crochet, and I really do like that shape for a bib. It's really nice. So I wanted to make a new bib design that has the same shape, but with a whole other kind of, it's still quite different, and it's a project that you really can play with your colors and your scrap yarns again without it looking scrappy. So look at this. This little bib. I call it the wildflower bib, and I think it's so cute. Oh God, I just have to show you like how much work it took. Just give me a second. So I'm back. It was, I went all the way downstairs, and it turned out it was right next to me. But anyway, I just wanted to show you. Yeah, it's funny. So the bib that it was inspired, the shape from, was, as I also showed you this the last time, this little bib. And then I wanted to make it in this, the same, like the technique from the blanket I just showed you with the moss stitch, but that makes these colors. But yeah, I'll just show you some other colors too here. And there's a red one. I really love that red one, actually. It looks so cute on Selma, my daughter. And yeah, I have some more to show you. But the thing is, it was actually quite difficult to, again, get like, where should I put the increases? How should I do the increases for them to look nice? And how many? And like to get the right shape. And yeah, it took, so just to show you that it just wasn't a one-take wonder at all. I'll just show you, yeah, like, get ready. So this, like, just a lot of tries here. All these that just didn't work out. Just experimenting away with the details. Of course, these are not like, just like I tried to play around and placing the increases and different ways to do them and how big the neck should be for it to work. Yeah. And I got closer and closer, but it still wasn't good enough. So yeah, it's like a nice pile. And I saved it this time because I really wanted to show you that, yeah, especially again for the more simple designs, it does take quite a lot of like finding the right way to do it. One thing is the increases and how to do them and how many and so, but also like once you're done, like where would it look nice to place the stitches in the neckline and all of that. So this big pile, but it was worth it because in the end I got this really nice bib. And this one, it will tend to go like on the, I have some images that shows it like lying flat like this, but it and you can easily do that if you want that really nice Instagram pose. You just have to steam it. Anyway, you have to steam it when you're done to make it look really perfect. But it will kind of see if I can show you. It wants to bend a bit, and that just means that when you're wearing it, or not you, when your kid is wearing it, it just kind of has this subtle, like it goes around the shoulders. So it has a really perfect fit. But for the perfect Instagram post, you just have to steam it maybe a bit harder before taking the picture. But yeah. So look at that. And there's a few here that I'm not completely satisfied with the colors, and I haven't steamed them yet, so you can kind of see what difference, and I haven't made sewn on the button yet. This one here, like in different brown and purple pink colors. Yeah. Oh, it's really not. See if I can. Yeah, like that. And this one where I used and again, I'm not completely satisfied with the colors here, but it was just a fun challenge to do like 12 different colors. Oh, there's actually 13 different colors. One like main color and then 12 different rows here of colors. So you can see, like, you really don't need a lot of scrap yarn to make this. And the good thing about this pattern is that it's also really fun. Like, it's fun to make, but it's also really fast. I find it way faster than this, but maybe it's just, yeah, maybe I've just gotten faster, I don't know. But it's really fast to make. So I think this might be quite popular once I get it out. I hope so anyway. Yeah. So this will probably be the next pattern that will be out. So stay tuned. And of course I will get it translated to English as well. So yeah. So, and oh, I actually didn't show you because I'm not done yet. I've actually tried to make it in the wool version too, because I like a bib when it's made in wool. These are made in cotton, also from Crochet Hooks. I forgot to tell you that. But I also really like when they're made in wool because I find that it soaks up like all the drool a lot better. So I made it in the wool, and it's just really nice as well. And in the pattern, on the other ones there's a little button, but on this one I made these, like where you can tie them instead. So if you're doing it for somebody and you don't have like the option of measuring, or if you're like just unsure if it's too small or tight, this would be a really good option to do it like that. So you can just tie a little bow on it, or a little knot here. Yeah. Wow, they're really partying away out there. Oh, and the sun is slowly getting closer. So I guess this means that I actually have to, yeah, be maybe a bit faster here at the end, because it's way too warm to sit here in the sun. So I just want to look like what questions came in so I don't forget anything. Yeah. Okay, there was some quick questions. If I would be doing more workshops, and I've done workshops in the future, and yes, I will do some more workshops. Right now I only have one workshop planned, and it's in Denmark in Middelfart, and it's not until March next year. But I will tell you more about that when we get. Hopefully I will do some more workshops, but right now I'm not planning right now on trying to make a whole lot of more workshop this year, but never say never, because I really enjoy doing the workshops, and I feel like I also really learn a lot about what it is that might be difficult in a pattern to understand. And yeah, so, and it's just nice to get out and see people in real life, but for now there's not a lot of workshops planned. Yeah, and there was somebody also wanting to see a bit more of the sewing and the knitting and the embroidery. And yeah, again, I have to disappoint you for now. I really miss it too, and I do want to make some more of all the other crafts that I love too. But this year is just really me trying to focus on my little business here, and hopefully, make a lot of new designs. So yeah. Then I've shown that I've started experimenting or working in a lot of new yarns that I haven't tried before, and one of them is this Icelandic yarn. And of course, you get like when you see other podcasts, you get so inspired, and this is definitely why I wanted to try this Potholders from Istex. It's Icelandic unspun yarn, and I had to try it. It looks so nice, and some of my favorite designers have been working in this, so I wanted to try it for crochet and to see how it looked. It's this Potholders. Yeah. And it's such a fun yarn because it's unspun, so it's like it really breaks like crazily. It's just like this really fluffy thread. But the good thing is you can just easily just like put it in between your hands, the two ends, and just like, yeah, it will go back together. And it's so fun to work with. I am absolutely loving it. It is a bit rough. I think most people would find it maybe too rough, but I absolutely love it. And I've been crocheting almost a whole new sweater with it. And once you start crocheting with it, it seems to become really like a strong fabric. So yeah, the only thing you have to be aware when working with it is that when you pull the thread, that you kind of have to free some of the thread before just you don't just pull it, because then you will pull it apart. But and it was also fun, like when working the design, that I could actually like start working not the yoke, because that's round. What's it called when it's just like a raglan? Anyway, working that, then I could like, if I wanted to try something on the sleeve, I could just like pull the thread and start on the sleeve and then go back and just put the ends together and then continue working there. And yeah, so now I'm actually working on both arms because I wasn't sure how long I wanted it. And yeah, anyway, I've enjoyed it so much, and the fabric becomes really light. Like I can't remember. I'm not done yet, but I think I won't use more than maybe 4 or 5 of these kind of plates of unspun yarn. And I bought so much. So I have definitely enough of this yarn right now. But I really enjoyed it. So if you do like the kind of rustic yarn, you will absolutely love it. And it smells like sheep, but in a good way. So I love that. Also another yarn that's like a bit, for some people, maybe a bit too, rustic. But again, I love it. Is this? You must have seen it. It's from this Danish company, Dansk Pelsul. And this color is absolutely the most beautiful color in the whole world. I know it just looks really maybe boring to some, but it's that kind of warm white with a touch of gray in it. And this color, if I see something in this color, I have to buy it. And this is a bit more warm, but it still has some of the same look to it. And there's a theme, because I also want to show you a completely different yarn that I've also been working a new design in. And it's this Bomulin, it's called, from Især, and it's cotton and linen. And I've worked like a new summer sweater design with 2 threads, and it's like a bit like a hard yarn, but I love it. I actually I love the rustic yarns. I'm really trying. I'm getting more and more aware of what I really enjoy, both working in but also wearing. And I love these types of really nice real wool yarn. And also some of my favorite sweaters that I bought is actually in cotton or linen. I love the feel to it. I love the way the drape is, how they often be a bit heavy, and I just really like that. So I'm also working in a new design, and this is also the first time I worked in this yarn here. So a lot of new designs in new yarns that I've never tried before, and I can't wait to share it with you. But in general, working clothes and sweaters, I think I talked about it the last time. I think it's quite difficult, actually. There's a really lot to learn about grading and how to achieve the fit that you have in your head. Yeah. Okay, I can see that the time is running, and I have to finish really soon here. So let me just see. Yeah, there was another question from Instagram that I want to answer quick. And please remember, because I'm going to talk just a bit about crochet hooks. And this, remember, is just my experience and my opinion. And of course, we are all different, and there's different, we have different things that we think is important when we choose a crochet hook. But I've been crocheting a lot right now, or not right now, forever. My one and only, the crochet hook I will always use is the Clover Amour. And I have them in all sizes, and in the middle sizes here, in the range from, I think, is it 3 to 6 or something like that. I have 2 sets, because this is, to me, the only crochet hook I will ever use. I actually started by using the Clover Soft Touch, and that's a really nice crochet hook as well. and what makes them both like really good is that they have the same, this sort of like something, it's been treated with something on the steel part here. And that just makes the yarn like really, it's really nice and smooth, and it's just really makes a difference. And the reason why I know it makes a difference, beside trying other crochet hooks, is that actually I got the, like for many years I just used the Clover Soft Touch. And number 3, I crocheted a lot in cotton. And actually my number 3 millimeter crochet hook got like all, like the coating that it has out here kind of disappeared on the back side at one point, and then I could really feel the difference, that the yarn just wasn't running as smoothly over the hook. So yeah, it really does make a difference. So you can get some hooks that looks almost the same, especially as the Clover Amour, but you will notice that they don't have the same like coating out here on the metal part. And also the Clover Amour, I find, has a perfect, a bit more pointy edge and more narrow. So that makes it way easier, especially when doing something that might be a bit tight, or you have to catch some loops that are not that easy to catch and so. It's way easier with this one. And I actually bought a set of needles that I thought that I could use for when doing video tutorials and for pictures as well, because they look really nice. But and I did it for a bit, but then I just didn't want people to see these crochet hooks and think that I would recommend them, because I wouldn't. And I know, please don't, like, this is not, I know a lot of people love these hooks, and it's the ones from I think it's Knitpro, and they are so pretty with the black hair. The handle is really nice, and but the thing is, they don't have the coating, first of all, on the metal part. And if you look at the head here, this is the same size. I'll just show you. See if I can show you here. I don't know if it's so nerdy now. I hope you're with me. But the Clover one is this one, and you can see the Knitpro is so much more like round and chubby, and I simply, like, it's really, maybe from this side you can really see it, that the Clover one is way more pointy and the other one is way more like round, and that just makes it more difficult to insert it in the stitches, I find. And also this, like my favorite one, this handle here is like this really nice like rubber, and on the Knitpro ones, and it's just like a rubber coating. And I've experienced that these types of hooks, the handle part can become almost like it dissolves a bit and gets all sticky. It's just like so gross. And I've never experienced that with Clover, because it's not like a coating, it is like rubber all the way. And I know some people say, oh, they've experienced that with these, but I'm pretty sure that they are mistaking some of that they bought, like the cheap versions or the cheap sets that you can get that really looks a lot like this in different colors. But believe me, they are not the same. And come on, I really want to please encourage you to invest. I know it seems maybe like a bit of money, but it's not. Come on, when you're doing something like this for so many hours, it's so important that you have like a good tool, and you have this for life. I've had these for so many years now. Yeah, so I really would recommend these. If you're using these already, I know a lot of people is so happy, then it's almost the same. It's just the handle that is a bit different, and also it's a bit longer up here, and the handle is a bit longer, and I like that. Yeah. So please treat yourself to some good crochet hooks. Also, another side note on that, I think some people think that like when trying to get the right gauge, they find it difficult, and I think this has a lot to do with it, because I've been told that I crochet I might crochet a bit tight. I know I do, but I think it's also due to the fact that I can crochet a bit more tight easily with these hooks. I could never crochet as tight with the Knit Pro, like never, because the head is so round. So it would be way more difficult to get it in. The yarn doesn't go over the metal part way, like not even as close, as smooth as on the Clover ones. So I know it's a religion. I hope you will forgive me if the Knit Pro is your favorite. Just keep doing what you do, or if you have another. I am actually curious to know what you experienced. Maybe you're really into crocheting with like wooden or bamboo or something like that hooks, but for me, that crochets so many hours a day and have been so like doing so for so many years. Trust me, please trust me. Go buy this or this. And if you're changing, it does take a bit of time to get used to the extra length here, but your hands will get used to it really quick. Believe me. And once you've landed here, you will never go back. I'm not sponsored. I wish, but yeah, it's just my opinion. So enough about that. Oh, I could talk about this for a long time. I actually bought quite a lot of different crochet hooks because I wanted to make like a big test at some point and maybe make a blog post about it, because I think it's so interesting. It's so fun to really nerd these kind of details. Yeah. Yeah. There was a question about if I work with other, like for my design process, and if I work with other people in this business. And I do. I don't have any like I work directly not for like creating designs and so. But I feel like I have so many amazing colleagues, and I absolutely depends on having them in my network, or like be able to ask them about something and like just cheer on each other. And it really is an essential part of being when you have your like alone and when you have your own company. You really do need some amazing, I call them colleagues, and I'm so fortunate that I have so many great people that work like in some area in this business, and it makes a big difference. It really does, because especially when you're alone, you can easily spiral into some kind of thought about what you should be or how you should do, and it's just nice to have somebody to talk with about this. So yes, I feel like I do work with others in this business, and also sometimes just talking about like different ways or options, like how could you do this and this. Yeah, that's a really important part. And if you do consider joining this crazy business, this is something you should really prioritize to start networking with, finding people that you connect with, because it's so important, I think. And then yeah, sorry, I just lost. It's because I want to talk about, like, right now I'm at a place where I just like crochet a lot. I try to make a lot of patterns. I'm really trying to find a way, like how should my workday be and how should I do this? And for example, as I mentioned, like doing sweaters, and like how long does it take for me to actually get such a pattern ready for the testers, finding the testers and all that. And I really am on a journey right now on also like trusting myself and my designs and my ability to create new designs. And I have been struggling about like how soon can you share something. I've been working on so many new fun designs, amazing designs, I think, during my maternity leave, but when can I show them? Because as a designer, of course, you're always just a bit worried. I think most people are. That, like, especially if it's something that you really love, then you think that, oh, everybody else must love it as well, and they will probably steal my idea. And I know it's stupid, but I think it's quite natural that you could get that feeling of just like almost that you don't want to show it because it's mine, it's my precious, and I just want to keep it here safe with me. And of course, this is not the way to do it. As like, I really want to get to the, I want to move towards sharing even more also of my process and my ideas. So like when I showed you the bib that I made, like to really show you what's behind all of these designs. So not just the finish result, or the finished design, but also like, for example, my new sweater I'm working on, I did the whole like upper part, I was like separating for sleeves, and then the fit just wasn't right. So I had to do that all over again. Yeah. So that's like one thing in the design process that and also in this business, that like trying to figure out when is it okay to start sharing maybe a bit more, and maybe not be too worried about people taking your ideas. And so I know I don't want to sound all paranoid. But again, as I said, you're just sitting alone and you think you work so hard on something, and you're just so, yeah, that's when it's good to have like colleagues or some good followers on the social medias that can tell you, yeah, their point of view. And I also think that opening up will make it more fun, both for me, but also for you that follows along. So this is really I really want to share some more designs. Yeah, so that's one side to it. There's also the other side that I'm not at all experienced in grading like sweaters and all that. So it will take me quite a long, like I don't have like the machinery behind to just like make a new design and then it will be out in a month. I know that for some of these sweaters, just making the pattern will take me a long time. So I don't want to show something and then for the next 6 months answer questions about when will it be ready, when will it be ready. And I know it's a good thing that people want to know when it's ready, but I feel like every time I just feel like I disappoint people because I'm like, not yet, and I'm not even I'm not even cool, so I can tell you, oh, it will be ready in 4 months for sure, because I don't have that experience yet. I don't know when it will be ready. So I can't wait to, like, in the future when I'm all cool and just know my design process a bit more and know how to do these things and can just say, look at this design, it will be ready here. But that's not where I am right now. And that's okay. It will take time, but yeah. And another thing about being paranoid about designs and ideas, it was something I remember from back when I was going to this design school, industrial design. There was a lecture from one, and he said something really that's just stuck in my head, and is a really good thing to remind yourself. And it is that there will be people that will take your idea or try to make something that looks like it. But it really doesn't matter, because if you want to make this a living, you have to know that this will not be your only good idea. that you will come up with more good ideas and more good designs. And I really am reminding myself that it really doesn't matter, because hopefully my followers will know that I work a lot on these details. I work a lot on getting the patterns better and better, also with all the videos and so hopefully people on the other side will know that, on the other, or like, yeah, you know what I mean, will know the difference. And also I am actually really confident in my own design skills, because I can see the more designs I make, the more ideas I get. The only thing I don't get more of is time. So it's not the ideas that I don't have enough of. So maybe I really have to learn to relax a bit more and just like let people in and show all these amazing new designs I've been working on. So I would recommend you to follow along here, but also on my Instagram, because I think there's some amazing crochet on its way. I can't wait to share it with you. And yes, I won't be able to say when the patterns are ready, but hopefully they will inspire you anyway. So yeah, and there was actually a question about like, oh, how's the copyright process? Like, as if every time I make a design, I get it copyrighted, or what you say, or protected somehow, and I don't. And the thing is, you really can't. There is something called, at least in Denmark, like you have design rights. You don't have to do anything about. You have like I think it's 2 years from you show a design that you actually is like protected under the law. But the problem is that this business, like, first of all, I think you only have to change like, I think it's 10% for it to be okay for somebody to actually use your design like that. It's so stupid. So, and also it's really difficult to say when you get too close to someone else's design. And also we all get inspired by a lot of the same stuff. For instance, I get a lot of inspiration from the knitting community, and it's a different craft. So most of the times I feel it's okay, because it is really something different. But I do get inspired, and also with these new, especially one of the new sweaters, or both of them, you can find knitting designs that look similar. But yeah, it's always difficult. I think you just really have to look at it one design at a time, and just, you know, in your gut when you maybe gone a bit too close. Hi, sorry, I just want to pop in again. I just forgot a really important point to me when talking about protecting your designs. Because of course there is some legal things about designs and what you can do and cannot do. But to be honest, in this business, and when being a small designer, or I think even like a bigger designer, you just don't have the funds to do a whole lot about it if somebody do get too close or copy one of your designs. So I've had some experience with this, and a few times, and my experience is that there are some people that just don't give a shit. Sorry, pardon, but they just don't care. And you can, like, there's nothing to do, and it's really just a waste of money to throw it at lawyers and go down that way, both financially, but also like in your stomach. You just, like, I at least get like a really stomach ache when something like this happens. So I find, and it's just, yeah, if you're sitting out there and maybe you know the feeling if you're designing or something yourself, but really practice to, first of all, not look for it. Like, try not to look too much for somebody that you think gets too close to your designs. and instead focus on your own designs. Focus on what you're doing and what you're loving, and focus on all the people that really loves and appreciate your designs. Because like, for example, I'm just me in this little company, and I only have a certain amount of energy in my system. I only have a certain amount of time and energy, and that I have to both be aware of, like, how much should I spend on my family, on myself, on the house, on other stuff, and different parts. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that amount of energy, like, I really have to be aware of how I use it. And believe me, people like that, because they are out there, they just suck the energy out of you and just, gives you stomach ache. It does, and you won't be able to sleep at night. And it's really a good way to practice to let it go and just, like, don't give it any attention, and instead focus on all the good, cool people that are out there, because luckily there are most of the nice people. And sometimes, as I said, we just get inspired from the same stuff. And if you do think that somebody's too close, just, like, make a nice, just reach out in a nice way and assume that, of course, they didn't mean any harm, or maybe they didn't know, and most people will be very respectful about it and kind. So that is my experience. And just really don't give energy to the other, like, few people that just don't give a damn. So I that was just important for me to say that. And so don't waste time on that. And you can't really protect, also because, like, legally, it's really difficult to prove anything, and it's just, like, really don't waste your energy and time or money on that. That will be my advice, unless you, like, have a big company behind you to help you. Don't. So that was just it. Continue. I really, and as advice, you shouldn't look at other people. You have to focus on your own business and your own vision and your own designs, and that's what I'm trying to do now. And also, previously, I've tried to please maybe what I thought people would want a bit more, and I still fall into that trap of wanting to pleasing. So, for example, choosing yarn that I know will probably be too rustic for many people, I just have to go with what I like, and I'm really trying to remind myself that now, that I'm designing first of all for me and what I love, and then somebody else will probably make something that's not in rustic yarn, and so we all have different preferences, and I have to stay true to what I like. And when showing these, also, I'm not gonna crochet a whole lot of sweaters in crazy colors, because that's not my style. So I've finally reached the point where I don't care that all my new designs and sweaters probably will be in this color scheme somehow. And it's okay, because that's what I like, that's what I wear all the time. Yep, I think that was a long episode. If you stuck around to this end, well done. And it was nice to be back. I have so much on my mind, but I'm gonna stop now, and stay tuned, because some new episodes will probably be there ready soon. So I think you should subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this. And also head over on Instagram, because that's where I usually shows the designs first. And as I said, I am gonna start showing some of the new designs that I've been working on, even though the patterns won't be ready until maybe the fall or winter, or maybe even next year. But there's some pretty cool designs, and I'm so excited to share them with you and to learn to share a bit more about the journey and the thoughts behind and the design process. So if you have any questions or so, please comment below. I will also add links for the different patterns that I showed that are ready, and I'll also include some links to the crochet hooks I've used, and these are affiliate links, so just be aware of that. Yeah, but that's as I said, I'm not sponsored. This is I only recommend what I absolutely love. So until I see you next time, I just hope you have a wonderful summer and that you're crocheting or knitting or sewing on something really nice and cool and inspiring. And yeah, see you soon. Bye.